What's going on? Goodfellas Sports TV, huge upset on ESPN tonight. Emanuel Navarrete upsets Issac Dogboe. Don't forget, you can check us out on Twitter. You can follow us on Twitter. We tweet all the videos out. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon button when you miss another video from your boy. And tonight, Emanuel Navarrete from Mexico definitely deserved a decision. I was hoping they wouldn't rob him, and he just outboxed Issac Dogboe. Issac Dogboe got exposed the long way today. And early on, Dogboe tried to make a statement and try to run through Navarrete. But Navarrete could take his power, and behind his power, he had nothing else. He was a good puncher. You know, Dogboe from the working to the body to the head. Even went back to the body and tried to chop Navarrete down. Navarrete was too tough. He must have had an amazing training camp. He had fought all his fights in Mexico. His one lone loss came when he was 17, and that experience helped him here. Tough guy, tough chin, tough body, hurt his right hand in the fight as well. And he was able to listen to his coach's corner, even when Timothy Bradley said he should be using his height. He was 5'7", like a 5'6", with a 6-foot person reach. Dogboe is like, what, 5'3", 4, 5'4", something like that. He brought the heat early on, but, you know, Navarrete controlled the fight. He dominated the fight. You know, he was speaking Dogboe language real good, man. He was hitting him with hooks. He was doing a lot of things. One thing he should have done more, Navarrete probably used his jab more, but Dogboe wasn't using his jab to get on the inside. He was coming on the inside just trying to wheel, and Navarrete was able to box, move, apply smart pressure, and really close both his eyes with hooks. He had an uppercut that caught him. His left hook, I believe, they both orthodox, was buzzing Issac Dogboe every time. Every time he threw that left hook, Dogboe would get injured, even if he had the guard up. That was a very powerful punch from him. His movement, Navarrete movement was too much for Dogboe. Dogboe didn't know how to cut the ring off. Didn't know how to use his jab. The one time he used his jab, came behind his jab in like the 8th or 9th round. He gave Navarrete a problem, but Navarrete changed that real quick the next round because it seemed like he was trying to get his win back, and then he just stuck it back to Dogboe. Just hurting him with every left hook he threw. He throwing wild uppercuts to keep Dogboe worried about it. He was able to slip that left hook in there, slip a right hand in there, and just shut both the kid's eyes. And I'm going to tell you this, Issac Dogboe must have had a terrible camp. And I'm not saying as far as from a fitness standpoint, as far as he didn't have the right sparring partners. You could tell. They didn't get no rhythmic sparring partners that had movement like this kid. This kid wasn't slick, but he had good foot movement. And if he would run into a guy, he said he wanted to be a fighter as a champion, chances he's going to run into a guy that was slick, that can move like Navarrete, but has slick upper body movement and can know how to use his height. And the crazy thing about it is Navarrete didn't use his jab and didn't really fight behind his height with his jab. So if Dogboe is going to continue to have a career, he probably going to have to come to North America and get some sparring. You know what I'm saying? Spar some taller guys, learn how to cut the ring off, learn how to feint like Pacquiao against the taller guys, then get off and lead off with a hook or lead off with a 1-2 and learn how to really close the distance and stay on the inside and work the inside. You know, really he has some inside game, but he didn't know how to get on the inside from the outside. He needs to try to figure out some outside game as well, too, for being a shorter guy. Some where he can kind of be like Pacquiao, feint, jump in, and keep guys guessing. I don't know if he got those fast twitch muscles like Pacquiao, or he can acquire those skills like Pacquiao. But he's going to have to get something from the outside. You know what I'm saying? Even at this division, even if you want to move up, he has to get something from the outside that can deter guys from just jumping on him or just boxing him. And also, he got to learn to close the distance off, cut the ring off. You could tell he had some bullshit sparring partners, man. And he needs some better sparring for this camp. And, you know, you could put that on his camp. I don't know if they watched on tape in Navarrete, but they should have. And he walked away with the WBO super bantamweight / junior featherweight title. And that's what he's supposed to do. Not necessarily did he always use his height. He switched it up. He brought pressure. Even if he used his height and stuck behind his jab, it would have been more of a chance they could steal it from him. But he still would have outboxed Issac Dogboe easily. You know, Dogboe didn't know how to slip a jab. Even though he didn't throw none, he didn't know how to cut the ring off. He didn't know how to close the distance. He had no ability from the outside to get on the inside and stay there. And Navarrete just bullied the little troll doll, Issac Dogboe. And that's what it was, man. He won a clear unanimous decision. I apologize to Grimo Rigondeaux for saying Dogboe can beat him. Hell no. If Rigondeaux got anything left in the tank, he'll destroy Dogboe. Dogboe ain't on his level. Dogboe will struggle with a majority of boxers. If you could take his power, probably a good chance you probably can beat this guy. You know, this guy just didn't have no boxing ability amongst his inside fighting his body punching and just his pure punching power. He was lost, and they could have saved some years on his life by throwing the towel in earlier as well. But I'm glad they didn't give it to the house fighter. He just signed a multi-fight deal with Top Rank. Now Top Rank got to find a way to salvage his career, possibly pairing him with a new trainer. And they got to get him American sparring, man. They got to teach him how to cut the ring off, close the distance, how to feint, or something for him to get on the inside and kind of give some something to counter. Guys gonna keep him on the outside and box. Some way he can get up back on the inside and kind of get some offense going on the outside. That's gonna be harder for a smaller guy. If you move up, he's gonna be fighting taller and taller guys. So his power, I ain't seen nobody power in boxing. Even when they had great speed like Mike Tyson, great power like Mike Tyson as well. I ain't seen nobody in boxing that just had great power, just win and become a Hall of Famer, just relying on great power. It ain't gonna happen. You're gonna have to have more than a bomb. You got to have a missile to get that bomb there. If you don't have a missile, when you step up to a certain class of opponent, you're gonna get knocked out. But Goodfellas Sports TV, want to make a donation to the channel? That link's in the description. Don't forget we on Facebook, Twitter, got a Facebook group. All the links in the description. Want to email your boy? That's there as well too. One time.